got love. You don't have to like all of my stuff, but you can fuck off if you tryna act rough. Yeah. If you tryna act rough.
We're live.
Yeah. God damn it, I'm in. God damn it, I'm in. I know I'm a win, and haters just binge. Always been committed, now everybody.
We're live, people. Happy Friday. Woo! Yes, honey. You hear this jam? That's done by 15-year-old or is he 14? 15, I think. 15. All right. I can listen to that song all day long. That is the song by my nephew. His name is Rebel Beats, and it's called I'm In, and I'll link that on his SoundCloud below because I think it's really cool. 15-year-old, or is he 14 or 15? Crap, and he's making beats like that? Like, these kids these days are so smart. Me and Pablo say hello, and we wish you a happy Friday. Sorry we didn't start on time. Had technical difficulties, but I'm glad you're here joining me. These shadows are like the freaking worst. So how was your guys' week? We had a big holiday, Halloween, which last week we talked about costumes. I'd love to hear what you guys dressed up as, anything unique, or were you simply the guy that dressed up as a redneck? I mean, let's be honest, is it really that hard to dress up like a redneck? I mean, you have everything in your closet, assuming, since the last party I went to, I looked at everyone and the only difference from their clothes to their costume was either they bought a wig or there were some cutoff shorts, which, by the way, you have cutoff shorts in your closet. Bravo, bravo. And I'm not talking girls, I'm talking like legit guys that have like those 80s, they're like pants and then you just cut them at the knees. It's friggin' classic. So, if you were a redneck this Halloween, I mean, hey, power to you, but really, come on. You couldn't think of something a little bit better? I mean, come up. I'm waiting for the guy that just comes up literally in his boxers and just is like, I mean, put a little effort into it, people. I know I did. I was Harley Quinn this last weekend, and I made, by the way, the original Harley Quinn, and I made TJ be the original Joker, which was great because I made him basically paint his face. We had an amazing makeup artist, Tara Hildress, and she did my makeup, and we had this mask, and she did TJ's, which he was basically just a white face. We wore the same red lipstick, yes, honey, and it was fun. I can't believe I found a purple suit in his size, but the power of the internet and usasuits.com, that is not a sponsored post. It was fun. Halloween's different though. Like, I do think as you get older, it gets, I mean, you kind of look around the party and you're like, wow, what a bunch of jackasses we are. We're all dressed up in these crazy, sexy outfits, and it's just, I don't know. We turned it into an adult kind of naughty fest, didn't we? We kind of did. There is one costume that I just don't quite get. So maybe you guys can help me out with this. Hi everyone, I see you guys logging on. I want to know who said, you know what I'm going to be today? For Halloween, I'm going to be a gynecologist. I mean, I don't know. Like, let's put it straight. It's funny, right? And of course, like, the guys are like, yeah, gynecologist, because I got to get all up in that, right? No. When I see a guy as a gynecologist, I want to throw up in my mouth, because we'll just put it out there, guys. When you go to the gynecologist as a woman, there's some things that happen. Let me tell you what happens and why you should never dress up as a gynecologist again. Well, first you lay down, you're freezing because you have basically the equivalent of a toilet seat cover wrapped around your naked body. Did I tell you it was cold? Then you sit down and a woman comes in. You probably know her because she's your gynecologist and she's been there for a while. And she knows you very well. Maybe even asks you too many questions during this whole process, which again, that's another thing I have to talk about. And then she proceeds, of course, to examine your breast, make sure you don't have breast cancer, which is great. Fine. It's 8 a.m. in the morning and you're getting felt up in a freezing cold room in toilet paper. Then they say, oh, okay, we're going to have you sit at the end of this table. So you sit at this end of this table and you put your feet in stirrups. Yes, stirrups, people. And of course, your butt is never quite at the end of that table. They're like, scoot down, and you're like, oh my God, scoot down. So you keep scooting. You're finally at the place. Your knees are up to your ears. And then they take this thing that kind of looks like a salad tong and they do their business. So there's nothing sexy about it. There's nothing really erotic about it, at least for me. So when I see a guy dress up as a gynecologist, and I know you out there, I know you're watching this and you were the guy at the party or at previous parties I've been to, I always see the guy and I'm like, oh, you're a gynecologist, aren't you? And they're like, yeah. And they always do this. Their gloves, they're like, and I'm like, no, it's not really, not turning me on. I mean, firemen turns me on. I always get, when I get pulled over, police guys don't turn me on, but I do like the uniforms, turn me on. It's definitely not a dentist or a gynecologist. So next time you put on those scrubs for your Halloween party, people, maybe take your stirrups, your latex gloves, and your gynecologist card and go home, because just ain't happening. It grosses me out. I actually don't even want to talk to you because it just brings back memories. So that's enough on those Halloween costumes. There was, I'm trying to think if there's anything that really kind of shocked me. I don't want to put, well, my future sister-in-law, she dressed up as a flamingo, which was super cute because she had all these feathers and she got also painted like she was pink. It was gorgeous. It was all by Tara as well, and I'll put her link below if you guys ever need amazing makeup done. But there was some unique like things like that. A friend also came as Pitbull, literally looked just like Pitbull, Mr. 305, which was hilarious. Yeah, it was all in all fun, not too many stories. I mean, I think most of the party, we all probably went to bed at 6 a.m. So it was a good one. I will tell you though, nothing good comes after 3 a.m. in the morning. I forget who said that. It was either in a movie or someone smart said it, but yeah, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So kids, get home early. So that was a good weekend. Very, very good weekend. Actually, I wasn't really recovering on Sunday, but I'm sure many of you were sucking down the Nudo and hair of the dog on Sunday after the party. Meanwhile, I scratched my cornea and couldn't see for about 48 hours. Good stuff. Oh man, what a week it's been. So, sorry guys again. I usually start at 8. I had technical difficulties, but the other thing that I had was I had to go blow up Pablo. Apparently, the air in him probably only lasts about 2 weeks because he was completely deflated in the back seat, and I just couldn't have him. I couldn't have him chilling. I needed to make sure that if I get pulled over again, that the cop sees him in full form. So he's, hey buddy, just chilling. I still haven't got him a mate, but I'm sure that I will soon, because I think it'd be really cool if I just looked like an Uber that took around blow-up dolls. Fascinating. Speaking of blow-up dolls, as I was on my travels this weekend looking for costume pieces such as, you know, over-the-knee socks, things that you could find at a lingerie store or an adult store. Okay, I'm not going to say R-rated stuff. I'm just going to tell you right now, the toys that are in these adult stores these days are insane. It looks like things from another planet. I mean, there's like things flipping all over the place. There's like ridges that like little tentacles. I don't know. Again, it's kind of like the gynecologist. Like, how does that turn you on? Maybe you just close your eyes and forget that there's something that looks like was in the Men in Black below in your stuff. Anyways, these sex toys these days are just insane. No, Mom, I didn't purchase any this time. So, some cool stuff that's going on this weekend. I have an amazing photo shoot, or at least I'm going to say it's amazing. Photo shoot that's going to be happening with, I always forget how to pronounce your last name, but Kevin Weinert. And we're going to do something really cool at a really great location. And the only thing that's unfortunate is my makeup and hair canceled on me. So I've been reaching out to friends and hopefully someone can come through. Otherwise, I will have to do this amazingness all by myself. But no, me and Kevin are going to turn it out, people. So in the next couple weeks, look out for some new photos. I said new photos, not nude photos, which brings me up to my next subject I'd like to talk about. Nudes. Everyone knows that I'm kind of a crazy Latina girl. I don't wear a lot of clothes usually, meaning I like tight stuff. I think since I've been a kid, I've always had the shortest skirts. It's just, there's just something about me. I'm very like this sexualized being. Most of you that know me, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm very comfortable with my body. Well, apparently not everyone else is. So I have done some implied in the past, which hasn't made certain people very happy, which I get. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I definitely was telling someone that I was doing this photo shoot. What was the first question? The first question was, are you going to be wearing clothes? I was like, yes. So you're not going to be nude? I was like, no. However, I always love those, you know, the ones where like, maybe you have bottoms on, obviously, but like, maybe your back's nude, right? Like you're not showing boobs or nipples or anything. So it's like, if no one's seeing your stuff, it's okay, right? I mean, what do you guys think? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I do get it though. As you get older, you're not supposed to do those things, but I don't know. I like art. I like the body. I worked my ass off for this body. So again, I'm not saying I'm doing nudes. I'm not saying I'm going to do implied, but I'm just saying that, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's weird. Most guys that have an issue with it, I'm like, but don't you look at naked girls all day? Huh. So you don't want your girlfriend to do an implied shoot, but you don't mind looking at other naked girls. Huh. Double standard. Interesting. Anyhow, I can't wait for my photo shoot tomorrow. It's going to be lots of fun. Obviously, you guys are on Facebook, so I'll be posting about it. I still have to post the Halloween photos because you guys got to see some of those because those are pretty cool. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to bring up was I was talking to a friend this week, and we were kind of talking about this digital world that we live in. And I want to know what your guys' advice is, or what your guys' thoughts are. So today, I'm talking to you through Facebook Live, something we would never have before. It's incredible. You guys get to know who I am. I get to see your things below. We are connected more than we have ever been before. However, people don't know how to flip and talk to each other in a conversation. When you walk by someone, do you look up and say, hi? Or when you go in an elevator, do you know, have a nice day? I know I do, but I don't care if I said hi to them or whatever. Whenever I walked out of the elevator, if there's someone else in there, I say, hope you have a great day or whatever. Or, I don't know, just acknowledge people. You don't have to say hi and be this over chipper person like I am, but maybe just like a nod, like, you know, or one of whatever that is. Kids aren't doing that these days. And I say kids, I think I'm at the end of the millennials, so I obviously, like when I was a kid, we had a computer, but it wasn't like computers today. It was like that computer that looked like it It was as big as a cardboard box, you know, Apple, whatever, Apple II, or I can't remember what it was. But I do remember writing things. I remember calling people. One of the things that bothers me is when someone says, oh, I text you. Oh, why didn't you call me? Are you like afraid to talk to me? Or, oh, I sent you an email. Cool, did you call me? Like if I don't know, I guess it's just strange to me. So again, we are connected more by this Facebook Live, by texting. Like I'm actually close to people because I text them all the time and I never see them. So right? So who am I to say that this technology is bad? I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just like, does anyone know how to write a check these days or write a letter? That's all I want to know. I know if I have kids, if, when, and or one of those, I'm not really sure. I mean, I want to have kids, but if and when, the kids are going to be playing outside. I'm not going to be giving them like an iPad and be like, here, entertain yourself. The kid's going to learn how to write a letter. Yes, I still write letters. I write letters to my nieces and nephews, and then I patiently wait for them to write me back, which they don't. So if you're watching this, write me. There's just, you know, little things that I want to teach the kids. Climb a tree. I don't know, just like, I'm sure people do that, but there's just like, I see too many kids with their phones, and even my nieces and nephews, they have phones at a very young age, and I know I'm curious, but you know what you can find on a phone? You can find a lot of things. You can find a lot of porn. You can find a lot of ways how to make, I don't know, bombs. You can find ways to do all sorts of things. So I'm just saying, this digital world's kind of freaking me out, people. But again, I'm here with you guys, so that makes me happy. Okay, so I had a couple requests to talk about relationships again, which is always kind of fun, but no one's come up with a specific question. Oh, hey Doug, I'm in Los Angeles. Oh wait, oh, who are you again? Sorry. Sorry, I'm reading what you guys are saying because now I'm at, again, 1 mile per hour. Yep, just up, 0. We're dead stop. Dead stop, and it's like, connection's weak. This is not good. So next time when you guys ask for relationship advice, ask me something specific. Otherwise, I'm just going to go on a rant. And so my rant is this. Let's talk about first dates, shall we? Okay, so first dates. Here's what I'm curious. When you guys are on a first date, and if you're married or you've been with someone for a long time, just think about that first time that you met your person that you're with, or anyone else. There's all these like rules, right? Like these things where, okay, if you get a girl's number, you're not supposed to call her for 3 days, or whatever these kind of things are. I don't really follow rules, so I want to know what you guys do. So on a first date, there's 2 things you can do. You can, tap your feet in the water and ask them simple things like, hey, like, oh, what do you do? Okay, what are your hobbies? Do you like sports? Who's your teams? Are you close to your mom? That's one of my first questions. I always ask, I'm like, hey, how close are you to your family? And if they say, oh man, we're estranged and I don't really talk to my mom or dad anymore, I'm like, okay, thank you, check please. I gotta go, I'm so sorry. I'm actually a lesbian, oops. And then I walk away. Because honestly, if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, for me personally, it just ends up coming out later in the relationship, and that's not happening. Hey mom! Oh, my mom's joined. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll stop talking about bondage, S&M, and blow-up dolls. Sound good? Okay. All right, back to first dates. So again, that's one of my first questions is like, hey, how are you with your family? And then the other thing I always ask is, I don't know, like I get really personal. I mean, I'll ask sex questions. I'll ask, I don't know. I feel like I want to know everything up front because I don't want to waste my time. I also am a little bit aggressive and a fast mover, so that's not always so good. Like back in the days of the colonial days, I mean, what are they like? You courted a woman for months, right? Like you courted a woman and I don't even think they had to have. In the movies, they don't really have sex until they're married. Come on, you know that happened back then. I mean, once those guys figure out how to... Whoa! Once those guys figure out how to get through those 10 petticoats, I'm sure they were all about it. But, yeah, if I was on a date with you, I'd say, like, so what do you like to do when you're not working? If someone says, you know, oh, I like to play video games, or I like to, I don't know, I like to watch sports. I'm like, okay, what do you do? Do you like to work out? It's one of my questions. And if they say no, it's only a red flag for me, because that means these people don't even like to be out in nature, which it's like, I don't know. Do you like to go hiking? No, not really. You know, like all these questions you got to get out right away. And then you ask, well, maybe would you ask how many people they have slept with in the first one? Just curious. Anyone? No? Maybe that is too forward. All the past guys that I've dated, poor guys. I feel so bad. That first date must have been really brutal. One thing that you don't ask on a first date, you've probably already seen what kind of car they drive. Clearly, you don't ask that. You don't ask about their bank account. Hi, buddy. You don't ask anything like that, because you don't care about that. That will come. Other thing, do you have any pets? That's a good one, because if they have pets, then you're limited to traveling. So you gotta think ahead. You gotta think ahead, people. And for guys, when you talk to girls, you know what we like to know? Like, ask us about us. Like, we should be talking more than you should. Just trust me. Just trust me on this one. We should be telling you about us, and you should be sitting there trying to unwrap us, not undress us. I said unwrap us. Unwrap us like an onion, trying to get the most out of us. So that way, on your second date, if you are so lucky to get a second date, that way you can bring some of those things in. So if the girl says, I love to work out, maybe you bring her, like, I don't know, go say you want to go do yoga with her. I don't care. But, like, whatever they say, remember that stuff and use it for your next date. It will go a long way. And if you guys don't know how to do this, just message me about this. I can totally help you. I have helped people with little things like this before. So that's kind of my thing on first dates. Do you ask the samurai questions? Do you sleep on the first date? Do you guys sleep on the first date? I'm not a fan of that. However, I will say it's happened. I will say it has happened. But not on a guy like I just met. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, hi, this is our first date. I've never talked to you before. Yeah, no, that's never happened. But I know that's a rule. That's a cardinal rule, right, Mom? Right? Yeah. You never sleep on the first date. And you always wrap it, kids. Always wrap it. Oh my God, my poor mom's probably cringing right now. Like, what are you going to say next? Oh, Mom. I think this is your first podcast, so this is amazing that this is the type of content that you have your daughter talking about. Yeah, she says never. Yeah, you never sleep on a first date. Ever. There's a lot of other things you don't do on a first date either, but that's implied, people. That is implied. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. My poor mother. So what did oh my gosh, wait, what did Kim say? Thanks, Kim. Mom, do they like bird watching is safer? Oh yeah, Mom, that's a good question. Hi, yeah, I know you're thinking about wanting to date me forever. Do you like bird watching? Because I love bird watching. See, that's what you get with me. Like, first, if someone went on a date with me, this is what you'd get. Hey, Lauren. So, do you like to go out? Oh, I love going out. I love dancing and, like, I love, long walks on the beach, and I love sports. I'll be there next to you rooting with your best team. I don't drink beer anymore, but I'll drink vodka with you. We can hang out with your boys. Like, I'm your girl. Like, I'm Like the girl you want to hang out with all the time. Yeah? What do you like to do early in the morning when you first wake up? Okay, when I first wake up, I like to get my coffee. I'm still in my PJs. And then I lay out food for my birds, sit at my table, and watch the birds and take pictures of them. Yeah, it's like the cat lady. I mean, I'm kind of the cat lady with the birds. I'm serious. This is no joke. I lay out the food. I watch the birds come. I take a million pictures, and then here's even the biggest nerd thing. I go on my little app called, I think it's Merlin bird app, and I have the calls for the birds, and I go outside and I have the birds, like, I have it listen, and like literally the birds will like listen back and they'll start chirping. So I'll do the finches. You start hearing finches. So when you date me, that's what you would have gotten. You would have been like, man, this girl is amazing. She's so cool. And then you'd be like, what? You are a fucking bird girl? This is so wrong. So again, there's always, that's why you gotta unravel, because you never know if that hot piece of whatever you got across from you is a cat lady or a bird chick. So just saying. Oh, hey mom, does Terry think about this? No, mom, he does not join me because I'm a weirdo. I'm by myself, usually in my backyard. I bet you the neighbors look down and they're like, is she in her PJs? And sometimes I'm in awful sweatpants, like I don't care, which I try not to wear like those type of outfits. And sometimes I'm in booty shorts and a little tank top, and it's like 6 a.m. I walk outside, I lay out my food, I hide peanuts for the squirrels. Yeah, I'm that chick. So as we talk about first dates, like that's what my like thing would be. So like, here's the thing, would that scare people away? See, I already have TJ, so I haven't scared him away yet with that. So that's interesting. So there you go. Note to you all out there, if you got a weird thing going on, maybe don't bring that up in the first date, right? Like maybe hold that for a little bit. Hold that card and hold that card until you get the ring, right? There you go. Don't be weird until you get the ring. That's hilarious. It's so funny. I don't talk about this with anyone except my mom, but I've been writing a book, and I don't know when it'll be published, but I'm writing a book, and some of these tales that I have experienced, heard of, or been a part of are all in this book. And there's some chicks that have done that, where they've waited till they've gotten, I even know real girls that have waited until they got married to then, like, it's like they trick the guy. Like, who does that? Like, there's women out there that will trick men, and then they get married, and then they have to be, what is the thing? You've got to be married with them for so long, and then you could divorce them and then get, like, there's some weird people out there, I tell you. I'll tell you what. Because this happened, like, I don't know. I get married and divorced, like, I don't want anything of yours. I don't want anything of yours. Like, I'm just not like that. I don't know. Even when I've broken up, like, with a guy before, take all the jewelry back that you just gave me. I don't know. I just don't want it. I don't want it because it reminds me of you, and I don't know. I'm not Mariah Carey or Elizabeth Hurley, where I would keep those jewels. Can you believe that? Mariah Carey got dumped by Packer. Now think about this. She's now asking for money, and she wants to keep the ring, which they say is 10 million. I thought it was more than 10 million. Like, she has Mariah Carey money. Like, Mariah Carey money is a lot of money. She does spend a lot, but, like, I don't know. We don't know what's really going on because we're only seeing what, like, the tabloids are saying, but if that's even an inkling true, like, what are you gonna do with that ring? That's gonna always remind you of that guy. Like, no thanks. And if he did dump you, why would you want something of a guy that he dumped you? No thanks. Like, take your stuff, take your shit, go away. Your favorite sweater that I used to go to sleep in, yep, that's all yours, not mine anymore. It's just strange. It's really, really strange. Anyhow, I'm going to switch from first date advice and do you sleep on the first date, or back to charities. Let's talk about something more my mom's speed. As you guys, it's November 4th, I think it is. We have Thanksgiving 2 weeks away. Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? And I haven't done this in probably 10 years, well, maybe less than that, maybe 10 years. I really want to do something with Thanksgiving, maybe some type of charity, or if, I know there's like food on foot or something where you can feed people that the needy. What do they call them? They call them either homeless, needy, or less fortunate. I forget what the term is, the PC term, but basically helping people that can't unfortunately provide for themselves. So if any of you out there know of a charity that is looking for volunteers, I'd really like to volunteer this year, even for Christmas. And I want to give back to a community that, that all those charities, they're all lacking volunteers, and here we all are, like, going to work, paying our bills, enjoying ourselves, but I don't think, I'll just speak for myself, I am personally not giving enough to others. So that's one of the things that I want to do more this year. And I'm sure everyone's New Year resolution is that, right? But you know what? You don't have to wait until New Year's to be a better person. It can start right now. It's the same thing with diet. Oh, I'll start eating healthy next week, or I'll wait until after the holidays. No, just start right now. Start tomorrow, or whatever. So I want to do some stuff with the homeless, with kids, with certain kids. Let's put a no babies. Like, maybe I'll go teach at like a school, but we'll put an age bracket on helping out kids. But yeah, if you guys have anything, email me, message me, let me know what you guys got. I know that me and TJ we would go to Children's Hospital, and every third Thursday of the month go to Children's Hospital with my mom as well, and it's so cool. You get to see these kids. Some of these kids are in there for a long time. Some are in, some you probably won't ever see, like, either maybe a next birthday or a couple birthdays, and it's one of those things where it just friggin' hurts your heart, and you can't cry because you have to be strong for them, because here they are, these strong kids that are incredibly powerful, and they're moving you, a grown-ass adult, and they're maybe 7, 10, some are 15, whatever it is. So if any of you ever get the chance or have the time to volunteer at Children's Hospital, I highly suggest you do it. Those kids will break your heart, but they'll fix it right up, because they're so giving, because they have nothing else. So they just give you them. It's really incredible. So that's just my little note. So I'm gonna end the soft talk, because so this guy in front of me, he's smoking a cigarette. So here's a little thing, and I'm sorry I'm all over the place today, but this is how my brain works. There is nothing worse than, I used to smoke. Yes, people, I used to smoke. I used to smoke a pack a day. I used to smoke Cools, Marble, what's the menthol? I used to do menthols. And when I used to work at, I was working at Kearney Mesa Ford. Yes, Kearney Mesa Ford people. And when you work at a car dealership, you smoke. I'm sorry, that's just what you do. By the way, if women should generally not work at a car dealership, I'm just putting it out there. It's crazy stories. But anyways, so I used to smoke a pack a day. Probably I started smoking at like 15. I didn't smoke that much then, but like, you smoke in school. That's just what you do. And then as I got older, you partied and you're smoking, and it was the worst, because when I'd wake up to work out, I could barely freaking like breathe. And be like, and, you just feel all congested. So now I just quit cold turkey. I was like, I'm not going to smoke anymore. And that's just what you do. I didn't need no patch or this electronic cigarette, which I still don't get. I get some of you, it's an addiction and whatever, but all of these people that say I take down the nicotine, you're still smoking, and none of you that have, or everyone that I know has taken down the nicotine. I haven't heard one story where you guys actually quit completely. So I guess if it makes you feel better, go ahead, but it's like you're still smoking. So this guy in front of me is smoking. I can't stand when you're in traffic 2 miles an hour, the guy's smoking in front of you, and it gets through your vents. I had to turn off my heater, but it gets through your vents, and then now you're smoking. And then the worst, ever been on the freeway and ever had someone's cigarette hit your car and flick in your car? Yeah, that happened to me 2 nights ago. Oh, this is how fires are started. This is like, you know what you do? You don't want the cigarette in your car because everyone knows that smokes. You put the cigarette in your car, your whole car fucking smells. It's disgusting. Don't put it out there on the freeway because it's going to come into my car and I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to cut you off. And you know what I'm going to do? You throw a cigarette and it hits my freaking car. I'm going to take these pennies and I'm going to cut you off and throw them out my window. Oh, don't even test me. I will so do it. Oh, that's really bad karma, though. Maybe that's why I keep getting cigarettes thrown at me, is because I keep throwing pennies at people. I swear I don't have road rage. I really, really don't. But smokers, it's gross. I do have to say, though, when I did smoke, there was nothing better than when someone would let you smoke at their house and you're sitting on the couch and you're smoking your cigarette, and that was like, I love that. I don't know why, but I would never do it at my house because it's disgusting. Yeah, another double standard. We're all about double standard this Friday morning, people. It's good stuff. Mom, yeah, but see, it says, so my mother's saying there's an option now to just circulate your own car air. That is true. But then I feel like whatever's in your car, like if I already have the smoke in my car, then I'm recirculating this thing. Oh, now I'm looking at him in his rearview mirror. I'm just gonna shake my head. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at him like this. Yeah, people, these are my sunglasses. That's how weird I am. Yeah, remember we were talking about first dates? This is how weird I am. These are my sunglasses that I wear in the car. Yeah, I should have worn this when the cop pulled me over. That would have been amazing. But I'm gonna see if this guy even notices. Oh my God, he's rolling. He's rolling down his window. Hi. I'm the weirdest person. Hey, if you guys see me on the 405 and you see a girl wearing a bat sunglasses, just wave and honk. I won't tell you what car I'm in, but it's amazing. What did I have to tell you? There was something else on my list I wanted to go over with you guys besides gynecologists, nudes, and rednecks. But I cannot remember for the life of me. So this Friday morning, I appreciate you guys joining me. It's always fun and a pleasure. Me and Pablo appreciate it. He's, he's doing good. He doesn't stay up as well as I wanted to. Oh, I have a question. Is there anyone out there? Oh wait, hold on, you guys. This guy's looking at the bat outfit. So fucking weird. Oh man. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, does anyone give me your recommendations for rooftop bars? I want to do something, and I know, well, if you're in LA, there's the London Hotel. I love, and not bar, like rooftop, like that kind of esque. The rooftop, the EPLP is a great rooftop. Sorry, I really can't see with these on. There's also this other Pearls, but if anyone has a really good rooftop bar or lounge suggestion, give me a call, because I may have an event that I would, of course, Facebook Live for you guys that I want to throw. So let me know. Also, for all you people out there, if you're watching, I'm always looking for, this is my way of networking. I'm looking for a badass like super badass travel agent. I'm looking for, I'm always looking for really great makeup artists, nail technicians, and you guys, a lot of this isn't for me. This is, I don't really tell you guys what I do for work, but I need an arsenal of amazing people. And I already know many of you are like, Lauren, what about me? I got you. I got you guys. But like, send me your referrals for that. Masseuses, I already have a really good amount of masseuses, but if you're a great masseuse, send me your stuff. Send your friends. I'm looking always for great concierge, bodyguards, which I do have a few bodyguard guys that I have, but I'm always looking to build this. So if you're in the world of that you work with like high-end clients and you have a unique thing, send me your stuff, because I'm always looking for someone. My client needs a nutritionist. I got that. That's David Allen, people. But just send me. All right, kids, that's it. For all of you that just joined at the end, at the beginning of my podcast, I had a song that I will share on my Facebook, and it was produced by my nephew, Andy, Rebel Beats. And this kid is freaking amazing. He's rapping, he's producing like beats and rap music. It's incredible. He does curse though, so I have to say, I mean, I already scolded him for it, but I told him, good job, dude. It's really good. So check him out, please. And yeah, if you guys want to send me anything, just message me. I'm always open to talk about what you want to talk about or promote what you guys have. If I don't like it though, I'm not going to promote it. If I love it, I'm always down to be like, hey, Kirkland water, it's great. Makes your, makes your skin lovelier and makes you thinner. I mean, just send me some stuff. All right, kids, gotta go. It's time to go to work. Have a great Friday. Lots of hugs, big old hugs. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye.